Now, following the closure of schools due to contain the spread of COVID-19, digital learning has been proposed as an alternative, with some learning institutions embracing technology to teach learners from home. But, as our very own Elphas Lagat reports, learners from poor families who have no access to various platforms being fronted by the government remain disadvantaged, as the closure of schools has completely disrupted their learning.
23-year-old Priska Osore is a Form 4 candidate at PCA Emmanuel Karanja in Kibra. She, like thousands of other learners, have had to stay home since closure of all learning institutions a month ago. And like hundreds of learners from private schools and privileged families who have been proceeding with their syllabus online, on television or radio education programs, for her, the closure meant total halt to learning.
Imepea wasi wenye wanajiweza kwanza privilege ya kupata hizo vitu za kusoma. Sa mtu kama mimi naathirika juu siwezi access internet. Saa hivyo kusoma hivyo inakuwa ngumu kulingana na vitu zenye wanapeana huko internet. Yani hizo mafunzo wanapeana internet ni ngumu, hata sijui hawa wamefikia wapi.
Priska, a mother of a 5-year-old boy, has to juggle between parenting and studying. For the period she has been home, Priska has not interacted with any of her teachers, and she is not aware how much her colleagues have covered in the syllabus. Plan International, which works closely with informal settlements, say Priska's situation is being replicated in majority of the households in areas of Kibra, Korogosho, Dandora, Mukuru kwa Njenga, and several other rural homes.
Internet, things like laptops, things that would allow education to continue during this COVID-19 pandemic, it's almost impossible.
But it is a new normal for Collins Mutuku, a Form 3 student at Machakos Boys. Closure of schools has provided an opportunity to study at home. He has access to television, where he religiously followed the KICD educational program and receiving instructional material from his teachers on smartphone.
Kuna WhatsApp group yenye class teacher anatutumia assignment, then tukimaliza kudownload kwa cyber, we print the papers, ndio anakuja anafanya assignment yake. His study guided by a timetable provided by the school, which he has printed out and uses it to guide his personal studies. But there is a catch.
Saa zingine imekuwa changamoto kwa sababu si wakati wote mzazi atakuwekea bundles za kudownload vitu vya kusoma. Pia ukienda kwa cyber, hizi vitu ni expensive kutolewa.
Educationist Amos Kaburu says the country missed an opportunity to implement digital learning when the laptop program failed to take off.
That children are able to take charge of their own learning because they have to think of what is the best ways through which they learn. And so the role of the teacher will significantly shift. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is happening globally. So if we do not seize the moment at this point in time and keep on bickering on whether technology is serving us or not, we are wasting time.
It is still very early for all of us to say, as for now, students can be subject to examination, and they do. What about those students who have never seen a television in Kariza, yet education should equal them to those who are in Runda?
Government has ruled out altering the exam calendar for this year's KCSE and KCP candidates, a situation that could disadvantage students like Priska and many others who never had the opportunity to continue with their studies. Every Kenyan child should access proper education, but times are different in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Some learners have access to television, radio, and internet, but a vast majority don't. Now, government is a task to provide a more accommodative model to these learners. Elphas Lagat, Citizen TV.